Who won here, Facebook or the government, Michelle?
I think if you read some of the commentary, Laura, each side is being written up as being the winner or the other side having backed down. But I think the reality is that a compromise has been struck. Facebook will return its news services to Australia. The government will be amending its own legislation. And I think we need to remain outcomes focused, as Labor has always been. And that's about ensuring that news media is properly recompensed for the valuable role it plays with public interest journalism.
Does this essentially allow Facebook, though, to avoid forced arbitration?
There will still be an arbitration process that has been extended, but again, these are untested territories, and the operation of the code in practice is something, of course, we haven't seen yet in Australia and certainly hasn't been done around the world. So that remains to be seen, but it appears that that was one of the requirements of Facebook in its negotiations, and that arbitration period has been extended according to reports of the government's amendments.
Yeah, reading Facebook's statement, I've got to say, it seems like a veiled threat there that Facebook could pull news again at the flick of a switch. It's really in control here, isn't it?
And again, this goes to its market power. And that's the reason, Laura, why the proposal that was contained in the ACCC's project was essentially about incentive regulation. You provide the right incentives for commercial negotiations and deals to be done in the absence of regulation. But exactly as you say, if Facebook or any of the other platforms decide that it is not suitable for them, unless there is some enlivened provisions of the code, you could say, then it is open to them to undertake this type of behaviour again. But it is hoped that if these deals are done, then that will satisfy their requirements to continue participating in the media ecosystem.
Shadow Minister, if you can indulge me in a few other things, some big breaking news today. First to Queensland, it seems a doctor has given an overdose of the Pfizer vaccine to 2 elderly nursing home residents. This really goes to undermine the whole rollout on just day 3, doesn't it?
It is concerning, and it would be opportune for action to be taken swiftly, because as we have seen, again, just linking back to Facebook, the propensity for misinformation and disinformation to thrive online is unfortunately very high. We want to make sure that people want to be vaccinated, that they come forward, and it is most unfortunate that this has happened in these circumstances, but it should be rectified quickly, and people assured that the vaccine is safe and that processes will be properly undertaken.
Linda Reynolds has also taken some medical leave. She went to hospital as a precaution today. Michelle, she's been under enormous pressure.
We're all human, and I'm sure everyone would wish the Minister very well in her recovery. She has had the foresight to appreciate that she needs assistance, and we should always support people who need help in this place. It's a difficult job, difficult circumstances, and putting aside everything else, we're all human, and she deserves her space.